Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Christine Furman Show. I am pulling up our Facebook app over here so we can make sure that we see your comments, making sure that we are live. And I believe we are. So if you are seeing us live on Facebook, let me know. I would love to be live in the Momspiration group, but for whatever reason, Facebook and my Zoom are just not getting along. They are not behaving. So I am not seeing any comments, but if you have a comment, please be sure to pop it in the chat here. Let me know that you are here and say hello, because I am so excited to have you here. So I do believe I found it. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Joanne. So Joanne is actually in Hawaii, so it's morning for her. But for her, it is the afternoon. So hello, Joanne. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. She is an amazing powerhouse lady as well. And Dr. Shelly is coming in now. So I have so many amazing people to share with you. And here she is, Dr. Shelly.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, you are muted or quiet.
Oh, I'm not.
No, you're good now. No, it was on me.
Okay, hello.
Hi. So welcome to the Christine Furman Show. This is episode 10 already of season 1. So exciting. And we are providing resources and education for families all over the world. So we are bringing you exclusive live interviews from experts and just amazing resources. And wait, guys, until you see what I have in store for you today. I am so excited for this episode. So I'm bringing you today live, Dr. Shelly Hipsky. Hello.
I'm so excited to be on here.
Yay, thank you so much. I'm so happy. I love seeing all the magazine covers behind you. That is just so awesome.
It's crazy. I have 4 magazine covers coming out this month alone. So
Yay!
it's like blowing up. It's so exciting. And I'm going casual. You said we were gonna have like a mom talk. So right. I'm in my cozy, like warm Pittsburgh, PA vibe, as opposed to my glamtastic. But at least I have it behind me, so you can see I can be glam.
You look fabulous. That's what it's all about. This is all for the moms, for the families, and that's what it's all about. Just bringing the resources and education for them, and knowing that we are just moms trying to do our thing here.
Absolutely, we are mamas on a mission. That's what we do.
That's right. I love that. But that is how this all started. So we are going to dive into our journey. I'm going to share about Dr. Shelly and all the amazing things that she has done for my life and my journey. But ladies and gentlemen out there, if you are listening and you are thinking there is more for my life, I have a passion for a certain thing, or I just feel this urge to do more, stay tuned, because this episode is just going to be amazing, and you are going to get many valuable nuggets of information and some awesome opportunities here by the end of our show. So I'm excited for that.
I am too. I'm just so proud of you, Christine. I'm like always bubbling over with pride. Every time we're in a room together or on a stage together or wherever we're at, I look at you and I think, oh my gosh, she's come so far from that undergrad that owned the pizza shop back in the day. Like, I love you. I'm just so excited for you.
Thank you. And that was something, as I was writing, to prepare for our show today, that was something like, we have a history.
Major, like almost 20 years.
It's insane to even say that. Like, you can't say that out loud, because I'm only 27.
Because that makes me sound really old. You were my undergrad student. I already had my doctorate 20 years ago, almost 20 years ago.
Guys, I'm not only 27. In my head, I'm only 27.
Me too.
That's right.
Numbers.
I don't get any older, so we'll just leave it at that. But I love it. I embrace it. So, but to say that we have known each other for almost 20 years just blows my mind. And when I was coming up with the content for this episode, it was amazing to always hear, you say, I'm so proud. And it was, walking in to that undergrad classroom when I saw you. I mean, I remember I was like, I want to be her when I grow up. Like, I just loved it. The energy in the room. It was just amazing to me. But also, you saw something in me as an undergrad that I didn't even realize at that moment. What was that like?
Oh my God, I'm getting teared up just thinking about it. Like I just saw this light in you and your abilities that went far beyond what you saw when you looked in the mirror. And that's kind of been a running theme with us, that you have, you come to I mean, we've done everything together. I mean, we've been
Yes.
to Hollywood more than once, I think. We've done Vegas, we've done all these like amazing, incredible trips.
DC.
DC when you were my world-class VIP, but you
Mhm.
were my undergraduate, and I just remember seeing this young lady who was running a pizza shop to pay for her college education, and I was so impressed by that. And you were always getting A's. I mean, you were very focused on your mission even back then. And then so we went from the undergrad and then into the master's degree, and then you did Empower You Masterclass, which I'm enrolling for now, and you've been
Yeah.
you've been an expert alumni for that class. And
Mhm.
oh my gosh, just looking back and just seeing just how far you come. And then that moment at Jimmy Wan's when I had you close your eyes and tell them about that so they know what we're talking
This
about with
was
that.
such a magical moment. So, as you guys know, some of you do know, I was an elementary education teacher as well as special education, and Dr. Shelly helped me get that degree and really show me um, just so many experiences. I remember going to Philly. I mean, we've been to Philly
Oh my
together.
God, Philly. Yes.
Yeah,
So I took a group of students from Robert Morris University to Philadelphia, and it was so eye-opening for you
it
guys.
really
I mean,
was.
hugely, because a lot of these kids who, they grew up in the country. So the urban environment was totally
Yep.
out of their whole mindset. But we were working with kids that were just, very, very impoverished. Just it was a completely different mindset. But it was also those bonding times, like when I took you guys to the jazz club.
I loved it. I loved it. We were out there salsa dancing and we
Oh
just had
yes, also
such a
dancing in the
great time.
streets. Well, we were
Yes.
doing a pickup. We were doing a whole charitable thing, picking up. Oh my God, everything
Yes.
from
Oh my
trash to
gosh.
drug needles. Like we
That's
were
right.
depositing, and that was on the children's playground.
Yep.
So you guys like had a major eye-opening experience
It
with
was
that.
huge.
Oh my God, Christine, we've been through everything.
We really have. We really have. But even on that trip alone, as I was studying to be a special education teacher, actually, I was undergrad, so elementary, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
As a teacher, I remember, other mentors or other teachers that were in Philly and, they wanted me to compromise, scores or, all of these things. And I knew in my heart, I was like, what is going on? Like, and I remember coming to you and saying, this is what this teacher wants me to do. Like, I don't feel comfortable with that, and just experiencing those moments with you to say, yes, like listen to your heart.
Yes,
You
always,
know
always.
what right from wrong, like that this is not the right thing, like listen to your heart and stay true to yourself and speak up. And just from those moments alone, I mean, that was so pivotal for me to say like, oh my gosh, like I have to fight for these children. I have to
Absolutely.
fight for them and I have to make sure that I'm providing the best education for them, because if not, they're just going to slip through the cracks,
And we
you
can't have
know
that. We cannot have that. There's been too many
no.
children. And I look back at my own life and my children's lives now. Um, my story, like from way back, like I almost failed out of high school. And now I had my doctorate in education. I led for 10 years. I had, doctoral students for 10 years. And I've really done a lot of changing of the way education is perceived in the classroom and now outside of the classroom, like with you. You're doing amazing work with getting the right education into the hands of children around the world. So I'm so proud of you for that. But yeah, no, it's just, it's amazing. It's amazing to see how many kids could have fallen through the crack. I could have fallen through the cracks. I mean, and thank God I didn't, because then we wouldn't be here today with you doing all that you're doing, and all the other women and people that I've worked with over the years. And yeah, so no, you never give up on a child. Never give up on a person that has
anyone, yourself.
Yes, exactly. Never give up on yourself.
Yeah.
Never give up on, just, as long as there's a fire still burning inside someone and they're not, completely off course. I mean, there are some people that you have to put boundaries. We have learned that the hard way, have we not, Christine?
Right. We have.
So there are some people that you have to put boundaries up, but I would say never give up, particularly on a child or a woman that has it on her heart to go out there and make a better life for their family. And we've done that with the Global Sisterhood.
Yes.
You've been very important with the Global Sisterhood. You were on the board, and we've changed lives for women from Nepal with Dr. Meena, who's helped over 80,000 women how to read and write, to Sister Zeph in Pakistan. And we've got
was my favorite. That was one of my favorite stories, just being able to provide so many resources in Pakistan that they could have a school.
It was amazing. Wasn't it amazing? I mean, they went to school under like sheets with holes in them on dirt floors. It was like amazing that they now have a school and computers and textbooks and all the things that they need, healthy food for the children during the lunch hour. And then we got in Tanzania, the entrepreneurial school. We've got a whole entrepreneurial college that Kemi runs there in Tanzania through the Global Sisterhood. So just lives have been changed, but it's because we can look at them and say, don't give up. Right. You can do this. There's a way. There is always a way. You just have to keep pushing and finding it and stay true to your mission. Absolutely.
And that was something that you really helped me discover. I mean, truly helped me discover, where I was an Empower You masterclass. So I was the undergrad, I was the master's class or master's degree. I was teaching full time. I had my children, but I always knew I wanted to stay home with them. I always knew that was where my passion was, to be home with my kids and just enjoy that time. So I remember, I was in California whenever you called me to say, we're doing this together. Like, we are meeting up, we're doing the Empower You masterclass. And just tears from my face, because here I traveled cross country by myself with my 2 children right after school finished up to meet my husband that was working out there. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is going to be what I can do. Like, I can take my babies with me, and I could just see the finish line, never a finish line, but I could see, big goals happening.
Yes.
So we met up when I came back, and we went to Jimmy Wan's, our favorite place, right? Pomegranate martinis.
Love it. Love it.
Always our fave. Yes. I love it. And I remember you just said, close your eyes. Like, what do you really want? And I was dabbling in so many things. So many things. Like, I enjoyed running a children's gym when I was in between college, undergrad and master's degree. And I did love that. But then I got my degree and I got a full-time job, and I was teaching, and I loved teaching. But I was also trying to run a business and, all of these different things. And you said, that's not it. Like, there was so much more. And to me, that was like, whoa, what do you mean there's more? Like,
you couldn't see it though. You couldn't see yet, but now look at you go. I watched you at the Ultimate Wealth Camp. We got you up there, you got up on the stage, and you rocked out your pitch for a competition. And it just Oh my God, I was overwhelmed. I mean, it
Like,
was just beautiful.
talk about your heart though pounding out of your chest, because that's how I felt. Like, I remember standing on stage. I mean, there was 300 people at this
Yes,
conference, you know,
of course.
and I'm up
Yes.
there with such influential ladies and gentlemen, and so many of them that we have met. And I just remember my heart beating out of my chest. And I was like, get it together, Christine. Like, hold it in, because I was so honored to be up there sharing about my passions and being able to watch you in the audience and just look at you. I know. And just say, like, thank you. You know, thank you for helping me see that there was more, you know?
Always, always. I mean, I- you have a very, very special place in my heart. You really, really do. I mean, all these experiences, everything that I have seen in you for 2 decades, and just watching you make it happen and never give up and just know where you're going with it. And now you're helping me spread the word about Empower You, and then that's going to help other women out there that watch this and they say, oh my gosh, maybe Dr. Shelly can, change my life like she helped Christine. What would you say to
Absolutely.
them if they're watching and they're thinking about maybe doing Empower You with with the 5th cohort?
I say definitely do it. I definitely say, if you are thinking of, well, what are the next steps for my life? Or what could I be doing next? You know, or I just see something, but I don't know what it is. You know, by going through the Empower You Masterclass, it allowed me to bring those visions together, you know, to build a plan, because I don't know, sometimes I'm just like, yes, start it up, you know, just do it. But if you don't have someone there walking beside you saying, well, let's, you know, make a vision board. I got my vision board over here. And that all started from the Empower You Masterclass, you know, create a vision board of all the things that you want and places that you're going to be going or want to go. And then continue to make that plan, set up that plan, surround yourself by such influential people. And that is something that you have done for me that has been such a blessing for me. So I thank you for that. And that goes right back to the Empower You Masterclass, the VIP.
Oh, let's talk about the VIP. What was different? What was that next level like when you went from, you've done the whole trajectory here. So what's it like being a world-class VIP?
The world class VIP was amazing. So that was getting connected, seriously getting connected. We went to a launch party for a magazine. You know, we were able to be in a room with all of these amazing people, and just having that confidence to say, yes, like, I know what I'm doing, you know, and being able to sit again and close my eyes again and just talk it all out. You know,
Absolutely. And that was poolside. That was awesome.
yes,
We were like poolside, chilled out, and you're a busy mama, but you were able to like take it down. And we did the spa
we did a spa.
treatment.
Yep. And it was so relaxing. It was exactly what you needed, because you needed to, you know, disconnect almost from all the noise that you're constantly hearing, to say, okay, it's time to focus on the next steps. You know, what action steps are you going to be taking to go the next level, you know? And that was huge for me, you know, to be able to close my eyes and just imagine the unthinkable, but knowing that it's not impossible, you know?
Absolutely. And it also, we have this amazing reciprocal mentoring relationship, you and I do. And I wrote about that in Mentoring Magic, Pick the Card for Your Success, because it's, the reciprocal mentoring. I learned just as much from you, Christine, and I don't know that you even understand that. And I maybe not be able to fathom that, but I learned just as much from you and get as much out of our relationship as you get from me as your mentor for life. Like that is.
Make me cry.
No, it's true. You and I have been on such a journey, and we will continue to. I think we're going to be little old ladies changing the world together.
Yes. I love that.
You'll be like, she really meant mentor for life.
Yes. And some people probably saw that hashtag mentor for life. And that was kind of like, we came up with that and it totally stuck because that was truly what it has been, truly a mentor for life. And it's so funny you mentioned that book because behind there on my bookshelf, it's right there actually under that pink bowl
That's awesome.
is your book. So
And I remember you coming with your babies to my book signings and
yeah.
and the big events, all the big charitable events we did for the Home Children's Education
Broadway, Taste of
Fund.
Broadway.
It's Broadway.
That
We're
was
talking
here's a
about,
little secret. That was my first big date with my husband.
I love
And he
that.
skipped a Penguin game to come and I knew he was a keeper.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But I remember telling him because at that time, I mean, I grew up on a farm. I grew up in the country, like this kind of stuff was just really not, I wasn't exposed to it.
Right.
My dad raised me and he knew that he kind of prepped me for this though. He kind of prepped me to say like, I want you in a room full of amazing people, but we just didn't have that opportunity as I was growing up. And I remember going to the Taste of Broadway charity event full of amazing people. I mean, guys, literally, if you just want to be in a room full of amazing people, you just gotta follow Shelly. Like go to her events, sign up, because that's really what just the energy. Just that energy is just so amazing. But I remember at the charity event, I said, this is what I want to do. And I remember telling Dan that, like, listen, if you're not on board, like, we gotta change something up, But I just remember saying, like, that's what I want to do. I want to change the world,
Absolutely.
And that was way before the Empower You Masterclass.
Gosh, that was a long time ago. I don't even want to put a date on it.
No, I don't know.
That was before, so that's over 10 years ago. We'll say 13.
13, perfect.
We'll say 13.
So what are some tips that you would have for an aspiring entrepreneur? Someone that is, maybe they don't even know they want to be an entrepreneur, because that's where I was, guys. I didn't even know that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I just knew I wanted to be home with my babies and I wanted to impact the world.
Absolutely. So I did a lot of that. I have 13 books, and one of them that has all of my tips for entrepreneurial branding and success for your business is Ball Gowns to Yoga Pants. So I'm just going to do a little peeky peek and we'll see.
Guys, this is on Audible. This is how I listen to it. So
yes,
if you Audible or Amazon, check it out because it's totally worth it.
Absolutely. So Dr. Shelly's success secret number 2 is base your big, crazy idea on solving clients' problems while following your passion. And that's exactly what you've done, Christine. You have taken your big, crazy idea. You're like, I'm going to help the children of the world and I'm going to educate them in their homes.
Yes.
And now I'm seeing like Whitney Hartford open up this beautiful package EduPlay box with all of the fantastic things inside of it. And she's doing it with their little baby twins and they're learning together at home. And she's a mompreneur and she's supporting you. And so you took that big, crazy idea, but you followed your passion and your heart. So I think that if you're an entrepreneur out there, you need to figure out what is your passion. Yeah. And then what problem do people have that they need solved by either your product or your service? So think about it like that. And I think that you really have hit that nail on the head, Christine. You've done a fantastic job with that. But then I also know that there's other people out there watching this that are thinking, oh, well, my passion is, oh my goodness, my passion is, baking cookies and making them fabulous. And then the person that their problem that she wants to solve is people are hungry and they need gluten-free cookies for their birthday party. And then you solve that problem. Absolutely. Exactly. So whatever your passion is, you find that and then you find out what people need. There's no need to come up with a business plan for something that people don't need.
Right.
Okay, so seriously, because it's not going to sell. Right. And if you have a business that's not selling things, you don't have a business.
Exactly.
Okay? So you have, for me, when I look at it, my passion is helping inspire and empower the women of the world. So I've come up with multiple ways that I do that, from the Empower You Masterclass to the World Class VIPs where it's one-on-one, to my, to the magazine that's through the Global Sisterhood, to helping with the Global Sisterhood, to as the executive director. All the things that I do solve problems for people, particularly women, because that's my passion, is to help the women. But all of them help those women solve a certain problem, whether that be they're looking for abundance, they're looking for inspiration, they're looking for empowerment, they need life balance. Do we not all need life balance?
Yes.
Oh my God, yes. So all of those things go under the header of all of the things that I do.
Yes.
From when I had my television show Inspiring Lives with Dr. Shelly, to my radio show Empowering Women, to all my books, every single product and service I put out helps women in those areas.
Yes, it does. And it's amazing, guys. Definitely check it out. Definitely, if you are interested in taking the next steps to work with Dr. Shelly, drop it here in the comments. Let us know below. If you're watching the replay, give us a hashtag replay. Let us know what were some of the big takeaways here that you guys have taken from this, and what are the next steps for you? Are you looking for that mentor for life that, is going to walk beside you and say, I definitely could use a little extra guidance, and that's where this would come in. So
Absolutely.
I have a couple comments here. Let's see. Marta said, hey.
Welcome to
Oh,
the
geez.
Christine Furman Show. I am.
Let's pause that.
Marta
Marta said, to my favorite people, and Dana Bush said she would definitely love to know more.
Yay.
And Joanne said, good morning. So guys, I'm still trying to navigate. For some reason, Facebook and my Zoom, they don't get along.
They don't play together?
No.
We got to get them playing according to the rules.
I know. So I always have to go live on my personal page, which is fine. But then I try to get my comments but you guys understand. We are all here.
We all get it. And so please reach out to me. You can go to shellyhipsky.com, and it's got a place there that you can learn all about all these different programs, but you can also contact me. And I think that the women that are watching this, I think you predominantly have a female audience, right? So I can speak to the women, the mommies with the big hearts out there. I would love to get to know you. I would love to chat with you more about Empower You, and just see where we can take you, and see what I can see in you, because I just look at Christine and I'm just overwhelmed with pride with everything.
I just love you so much.
I love you too. I always think of one of my mentors in heaven, Dr. Jim Henderson, who was the dean at Duquesne University, and he always used to say, like, we would go into this, we would be like, oh my God, I love you so much. I love working with you. You're so great. You're so smart. And he'd be like, we are now members of the Mutual Admiration Society, Shelly.
I love that. Oh, that's great.
We are definitely members of the Mutual Admiration Society.
Yes, we are. That's the best.
It is.
So many amazing memories, so many more to come. And I'm just so honored to have you on. So thank you.
Thank you
so much.
It's been a real blessing.
Yes, it really has. So, and again, if anyone has more questions, drop them here in the comments. We will be answering them. And if you are looking for, working the next steps with Dr. Shelly, please reach out and we will get in touch with you. But thank you so much. This has been such a pleasure and a joy. I just love chatting with you. I love being in the room with you, because we're virtual, but we're still in the room.
We are. You're over in my office and I'm in your office, and we're like hanging out.
That's right. I love it.
Oh my goodness. Well,
any last final thoughts or any last words?
Final thoughts. Just know that you're worthy, that you're an incredible woman. You're doing all that you can, and that there is a bigger something out there for you. And I would love to help you discover that and be able to monetize your passions. I think that that's a huge thing for women, that we should be able to bring in the money for what we are putting out there. So if you want to chat with me, I would love to have that conversation. and just know that you are better than good enough. Girl, you are amazing.
I love it. You are amazing. You're fabulous.
You're amazing, Joe. You're fabulous. All of these ladies are fabulous.
Yes, they are.
So can I do my tagline?
Go for it.
Okay. Well, remember, inspiration is just a story away.
Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day. I'm sending you all my loves, hugs, happiness, and health. And I will talk to you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks, Shelly.
Thank you.